Okay, we've got a rectangle and various sides labeled with algebra, and it wants us to work out the length and the width of the rectangle, the actual values. But how are we going to do this? Well, we know that these two sides are equal, so I can write down that 5x minus y minus 8 equals 3x plus 5y plus 4. And I know that these two are also equal. So I've got that 3x plus y minus 4 equals 2x minus 6y minus 3. Now I need to basically simplify both of these before I try and combine them in any way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the blue one, minus 3x from both sides, minus 5y from both sides, and add 8 to both sides. So when I minus, you could do all this individually, it'd just be lots of steps to write down. So if I minus 3x, I'm going to get 2x. If I minus 5y, I'm going to get minus 6y. And if I plus 8, I'm going to get equals 12, because the 3x and the 5y cancel from here, and the minus 8 cancels from there. Okay, I think I'll leave like that for the moment. Right, the red one, I'm going to do very similar. I'm going to minus 2x. I'm going to add 6y. And then I'm going to plus 4. Okay, it's looking all right. The next step, sometimes we multiply to get the same coefficient. In this case, because there's a common factor of 2 in the blue one, I'm actually going to divide by 2. So it's going to become x minus 3y equals 6. I think it's good to keep your coefficients and numbers as small as possible. And then the red one is going to stay as x plus 7y equals 1. Okay, this is looking all right. I'm now going to subtract them. So I've got these simultaneous equations. I'm going to subtract the left-hand sides, and I'm going to subtract the right-hand sides. So minus 3y minus 7y is minus 10y, and that's going to equal 6 minus 1. That's going to equal 5. And so I'm going to get that y is equal to 5 divided by minus 10, which is minus 0.5 or minus a half. That's more awkward than I was expecting, but hey, that's what it's turned out to be. We can now substitute it back in. I think I'm gonna, where should I put it back in? I'm gonna substitute it back into this one. Why am I gonna do that? Well, it's quite early on in my equations, and also I know when I times by 6, I'm gonna get a nice even, an integer number. So sub back in, I'm going to just do a little arrow to show which one I'm subbing back into. It's going to be 2x minus 6 times minus 0.5 is actually going to become plus 3, and that equals 12. So 2x is going to equal 9, and therefore x is going to equal 4.5. So we've got y is minus 0.5 and x is 4.5. Just going to write that again up here. Yeah, I'm pretty confident this is correct at this point because the answers aren't horrendous, even if they are decimals. So it's not asked me for x and y, it's actually asked me for the length and the width. So finally I just need to substitute these in. I think I'm going to use my calculator for this to just be a little bit quicker. So what does it mean by the length and the width? Actually, I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to say that this is probably the length. So 3 times 4.5 plus minus 0.5 minus 4 equals 9. I seem to have a nice answer, 9 for the length. But I think it's worth just checking that. So I'm going to also substitute it into this one here. I'm going to get 2 times 4.5 minus 6 times minus 0.5 minus 3. Good. I again get 9. I can be pretty sure about that. Okay, just got to do the other one now. So I'm going to substitute it into the top one. We've got 5 times 4.5 minus 0.5 minus 8, which is 15. Okay, and just to be sure, let's just substitute it into the last one. 3 times 4.5. I mean, in an exam situation, you might like leave this and just come back and check it at the end. But like it's quite easy to make a little mistake along the way. Okay, 5 times minus 0.5 plus 4, please be 15. Yeah. Okay, so we can be really sure we got that correct because when we substitute it back in, it all worked out, and these are our answers. Quite a tricky simultaneous equation because first of all you have to set up the simultaneous equation, then you have to rearrange the simultaneous equation, then you have to subtract them, then you have to get your x and y, substitute it back in. Quite a lot to do. 6 marks.